Good morning, everybody. How are you feeling today? Can you show me with your fingers how well you're feeling today? So 5 fingers means I'm having a fantastic day, and 1 finger means I'm not having such a good day. Okay, so I see a mix. Those of you that are not feeling great today, don't worry. We're going to have a lot of fun, and it's going to turn your frown upside down. So last week we were learning about one-step equations. Show me with your fingers again how confident you feel about solving one-step equations. 5 means I feel super confident, 1 means I'm not really sure. Okay, I see a mix too, but for most of you, you feel fairly confident. If you don't worry, we're going to have more practice. So today we're going to learn about two-step equations. And do you want to take a guess at what's the difference between one-step equations and two-step equations? Batia?
There's another step.
There's another step, so it's going to be along the same steps that we've been doing, but just one more, okay? So I want to show you something first. So remember that an equation is like a balance. So do you want to tell me what you notice about the shapes in this balance, Batia?
It has different shapes.
So the sides, they look different, right? One has some different shapes, while the other one doesn't have it or has more shapes. What do you see about the weights?
It's the same.
The weights are the same. So even though the sides look different, they are the same in weight. So they're the same in value. So that's the same principle with equations, right? So what do you think is going to happen if I take off one of the red squares on the right side? Josue?
It's going to tip on the other side.
It's going to tip on the other side, so let's see. Yeah, so it tips because I took off weight from one side, right? So are they still equal in weight? No, they're different now, right? So what if I really need to take off that square on the right side? How do I balance it out again without putting the square back? Josh?
You take out the square on the other side.
Take off the square on the other side, and they're even again, right? So it's the same principle when we're solving two-step equations. So in this equation, what is our goal when we are solving an equation? How do I know when I'm finished? Batia?
You get the unknown by itself.
You get the unknown by itself. So you get the x by itself. So that's our goal, right? Here, there is a 2 multiplying it and a 5 being added. So my first step is going to be to get rid of the 5. So how can I cancel the 5? If it's being added, then I need to do the opposite. What's the opposite of adding?
Subtracting.
Subtracting. So instead of adding 5, I'm going to subtract 5. Oh, but that's like if I took off the square from the right side. So what do I need to do to keep them equal still, both sides?
Subtract 5 from the other side.
Subtract 5 from the other side as well. So 5 minus 5, that's going to cancel out that 5 on that side. And 25 minus 5, that's going to give me 20. So because we did the same thing to both sides, then they're still equal. And we have 2x on the left side. So now what do I do? So the 2 is multiplying the x. So what's the opposite of multiplying?
Dividing.
Dividing. So if we divide by 2, then 2 divided by 2 is 1. So we have 1x left. And what's 20 divided by 2?
10.
10. So now we have the unknown by itself, and we have it that x is equal to 10. So what is the most important thing, do you think, to remember to solve this problem, this kinds of problems?
To do what you do on one side to the other.
Do the same thing to both sides. Beautiful, thank you. And to help you remember to do that every time, I have made a little song. So it goes to the rhythm of Wheels on the Bus, and it goes like this. To maintain the balance of the scale, of the scale, of the scale. Do the same thing to both sides without fail, without fail. Now sing it with me, okay? 1, 2, 3.
To maintain the balance of the scale, of the scale, of the scale. Do the same thing to both sides without fail, without fail.
Beautiful. Thank you guys, and I'll see you all tomorrow.